I'm just gonna be the one that calls it right now. Dragon Quest Monsters The Dark Prince won't be coming to PC, at least this year, or potentially next year on top of that. As we're more than halfway through the year, I just don't see anything about Dragon Quest Monsters The Dark Prince coming over to Steam, which kind of sucks seeing how I originally predicted back in my Dragon Quest Day video that we could see Dragon Quest Monsters The Dark Prince get ported over to PC. It sort of made sense at the time seeing how Dragon Quest Treasures received a PC port. But just based on the evidence I've seen so far, and some of the things that led to us to know that Dragon Quest Treasures got a PC port, I'm just not seeing the same things here with Dragon Quest Monsters The Dark Prince. So that's what we're discussing for today, and of course before we dive right in, make sure you go out and subscribe to this channel. This has been a pretty good year for this channel, but it'd be even greater if you guys go out and subscribe, so I really do appreciate it if you subscribe. So let's first talk about things that we knew about in regards to Dragon Quest Treasures receiving a PC port that we're not seeing was Dragon Quest Monsters The Dark Prince. And that was the fact that Dragon Quest Treasures was leaked via a ratings board. Yeah, back in around April, I believe, there was some Korean ratings board that went on and rated Dragon Quest Treasures for PC, and that's how we found out that the game was going to receive a PC port. Of course, we didn't know it would be shadow dropped in July. While here was Dragon Quest Monsters The Dark Prince, we haven't seen any ratings boards at all go out and rate Dragon Quest Monsters The Dark Prince. And I'm not saying that this was the only barometer to know whether or not Dragon Quest Monsters would receive a PC port. I'm just saying that this one thing that we saw with Treasures is not happening with Dragon Quest Monsters The Dark Prince, which brings it less in its favor. And now the other thing I want to mention is, of course, the whole tax write-offs that Square Enix has been dealing with, as 22 billion yen worth of games were written off and cancelled, and we don't know exactly what these titles were, but it could be a possibility that one of those games that was written off or cancelled was a PC port of Dragon Quest Monsters The Dark Prince. Square Enix probably felt they wouldn't get the returns in regards to a PC port of Dragon Quest Monsters, or they just want to divert their interest and time on Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. They've been spending more time on Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake in comparison to any other games they've promoted for the Dragon Quest series this past decade. So that's what I would assume is going on right now in regards to that PC port of Dragon Quest Monsters. It was probably at development at a point, but they cancelled it in favor of focusing on Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake and making sure that game receives the maximum amount of sales. And there's reasons to support this idea because Tosei, the developer of Dragon Quest Monsters, has reported losses this year because of the fact that many projects they were working on have been cancelled. And keep in mind, in terms of the #1 client for Tosei, it's Square Enix. A lot of the games that Square Enix makes and releases has been in development by Tosei. So it does make sense that potentially Dragon Quest Monsters The Dark Prince PC port was at the works under their studio, but because of all the tax write-offs that Takeshi Kiryu has been performing, yeah, out of the cards right now. So that's kind of the unfortunate reality we see ourselves in, that Dragon Quest Monsters The Dark Prince is not going to get this PC port. So the question is, will Dragon Quest Monsters The Dark Prince ever receive a PC port? Because out of all the other spin-offs, it was a relatively successful game, selling over 1 million units on the Nintendo Switch. And I don't know if this is going to be a possibility, but it could happen. I'm going to compare this to Shin Megami Tensei 5, where that game received an enhanced version of the game called Vengeance, and that released on multiple platforms on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC via Steam. So we could see the same thing happen to Dragon Quest Monsters The Dark Prince, where that game receives a professional version of the game, adds in more monsters, more locations, more story beats, and have that be a multi-platform release on Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. But hopefully I'm wrong. Maybe come tomorrow they'll announce Dragon Quest Monsters The Dark Prince is coming to PC. They still kind of promote it on their social medias here and there, so maybe we'll see it come. But anyways, I would like to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think I'm overreacting that we'll never see a PC port this year? Or do you think that we could see a professional version get a multi-platform release? Anyways, I'd like to know what you guys think down in the comments below. And don't forget to leave this video a like and subscribe as well. And if you want to see more videos, do check out these videos right here. I personally think you'll enjoy them. See you guys on the next one. Take care.